Alright, today let's demonstrate the concept for version control in Workspace. So first things first, in order to demonstrate version control in Workspace, will create one new workspace. I'll click on new workspace. Let's give a name to our workspace. And now here lies the trick. We got to choose the workspace type as at least Power BI Premium per user, that is PPU. Otherwise, while integrating with Azure DevOps, it will again ask prompt. We can upgrade anytime or degrade anytime, but for this demo, let's begin directly with Power BI Premium User. Rest settings will leave as it is. I'll click on Apply. All right. So now the only difference, if you note here, is the diamond mark here. So that being said, we are in position to integrate or um, merge our Azure DevOps. So there is workspace settings. I'll click here. Next, we have the Git integration. Let's click Git integration. Now here we will find Azure DevOps. So before proceeding with Azure DevOps, I have just kept Azure DevOps as blank. So if you want to learn DevOps, I have a separate course on it, Azure DevOps Expert AZ 400. Please have a look at this course if you want to learn DevOps straight from the scratch. So let's give a name to our project here. I'm creating everything from scratch in Azure DevOps as well. So let's create a version control DevOps project. I'll click create project. All right, now my project got created in Azure DevOps. I need to create one blank repository because these are the requirements in Fabric. I'll click repository, then I'll scroll down, I'll click initialize. So it will basically create one repository in Azure DevOps with just a README file. So now we are good to go back to Fabric. So here in our Fabric, now we'll connect the GitHub provider. The Git provider. So we have currently Azure DevOps. So let's connect Azure DevOps here. So once connected with your account, let's select the organization, then the project, the version control DevOps. Remember, just now we created. Well, select this, then the Git repository. So the repository name by default is your project name in DevOps, what's created. So let's click version control DevOps, which we created. Now the branch can be your main branch as well as some feature branch. In real life projects, we create pull request and all. So we can also create new branches here. But for this demo, I'll demo here in the main branch itself for the version control. The last step is connect and sync. So before clicking on connect and sync, I'll give you one secret tip. The tip is that please make sure your Fabric and DevOps both are in the same region. Region, I mean to say the physical region. If your Fabric is created in India, your version control DevOps should be also in India. So please get in touch with your admin because the DevOps account, once they create, they only know in which region they have created. Otherwise, you can enable cross region settings there to otherwise you'll get error if you don't enable it. So for now, for me, Fabric and DevOps are in the same region, that is India. I'll click on connect and sync. It says connecting to your Git repository. And there we go, you are connected to Git repository. So this looks good. So this is a green check mark. As remember, now source control, this is appearing in Fabric workspace if you look here. So now, in order to implement the concept of version control, I need something here, right? So let's create one report out of it. I'll click new item. I'll click on report. Let's scroll down and let's select report. I'll enter the data manually. I'll paste the same data, that is our sales data. I'll just expand this. Let me copy the data from Excel. I'll Control C and select the first column, I'll paste Control V. Now let me just select the correct data type. This is text. This is we have the whole number here, and this is again text. I'll select text. Let's give a table name. I'll give the sales table because it contains sales data. Let's click on auto create report. Let's wait till our report gets ready. All right, our report looks like ready. I'll click on save here to save my report. Please make sure to select your workspace where you want to select. Since I want to select and store it in version control fabric, I'll save here. Let's give a name like sales report. All right, now let's click on save. This looks good. So our report got saved now. So we are good. I'll go back to my workspace version control here. And if you look in the source control now, we got two these things. It's popping up. So first, let me show you in our DevOps. If you look, there is nothing. Just the README file is there, right? As soon as I'll commit here in source control in Fabric, more files will be appearing here. That being said, we are implementing version control, right? Because we are linked to DevOps, especially DevOps repos. Now let's go back. I'll click on version control here. And in the source control, there are two because these two changes are new, which are not there in DevOps for the version control. I'll click both these. I'll write the comment as like something created report or something. I'll give one message. I'll click on now the commit button. So it says committing changes to your changes. Let's wait for a while. It's committing. It says your changes were committed, green check mark, and there we go. So now it says you don't have any changes, and the red button is gone. The red notification thing looks good, and the git status, if you look, it shows synced. So this looks good. Now if I go back to my Azure DevOps, I need to refresh it. I'll click hit the browser refresh, and there we go. Now two different folders here I'm getting here, right? One for semantic model and one for the report one. So now if I want more changes, I'll go back to Fabric to implement version control thing. Let's say I want to make some changes in the report. I'll click the three dots, or maybe I'll just click here, maybe. And here let's check mark this sales rep as well. Now I'll click on save. So report saved, it says. Now I'll go back again to my workspace. Let's go to version control. And there we go. Since we have done changes, so now the notification, the red notification we are getting as 1, that's for sales report. If you look the git status here, it's uncommitted here, right? It's not synced now. So I need to click here in order to implement the concept of version control. I'll just click here. I'll give one comment, report updated, and I'll click on the commit here. So it says committing your changes. Let's wait for a while, and it says your selected changes were committed. Looks good. Now let's go back to our DevOps here. So I'll again refresh this, and if you look here in the last change, the report part, since we have just committed, it shows just now the changes. And also if we click on the history part of it, and there we go, the report updated. Remember the comment we have commit message we have written, that's being displayed. So this was previously when we have created the report, created report, right? And this was now, this is now, and it is just now. So that's what pretty much. So basically Fabric stores the items, that is the items like reports, datasets, notebook, pipelines as JSON definitions in Azure DevOps. So if we open any one file, you'll find a familiar JSON thing. So if you're familiar about the JSON code, you might be knowing the syntax, uh, how JSON looks like. So that's what pretty much it. In real life projects, we use a pull request and um, merge, push, those kind of things. But I'll keep this tutorial simple in the interest of time because we have implemented version control in Workspace. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let's meet in our next lecture.